Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of our brand new 5 Sureshot strategy series. Over the next 5 videos, I am breaking down my absolute highest probability setups in binary trading to show you exactly how to build a compounding system that scales safely. And today in this video, we are starting with the foundation, price action using support and resistance levels. Because if you do not understand support and resistance levels, then no RSI, MACD, moving average, or any advanced indicator will save you. So this video is very important to know how to mark important levels, how to avoid fake entries, and how to use price action to take better high probability trades. First, let's understand what price action actually means. Price action simply means reading the movement of price directly from the chart. When you understand price action, you start seeing where buyers are active, where sellers are active, where the market is rejecting, and where beginners are getting trapped. Now, the two most important things in price action are support and resistance. Support is the level where price comes down and buyers become active. That means price tries to fall, but from that area, the market pushes upward again. Resistance is the level where price goes up and sellers become active. That means price tries to rise, but from that area, the market falls back again. Okay guys, now let's understand how to find clean entry points using pure price action. First of all, before marking any level or taking any trade, I try to find a pair that is clearly trending. Why? Because in a trending market, the structure is cleaner. We can clearly see where price is moving, where it is rejecting, where it is taking support, and where it is facing resistance. If the market is completely sideways or random, then the levels become confusing. So the first rule is simple. Do not jump into any random pair. First, find a pair that is clearly moving in one direction. It can be a downward trend or an upward trend. Here you can see the market is moving in a clear downward direction. So this pair becomes interesting for us because we can now mark important levels and wait for price to react from those zones. Now I will move to the 30-minute time frame. The reason is simple. Higher time frame levels are usually stronger than random lower time frame levels. If you mark levels only on 1-minute or 5-minute charts, sometimes you may get too many weak zones. But when you mark levels on the 30-minute time frame, you can see the important areas where the market actually changed direction. So my process is, first, find a trending pair. Second, go to the 30-minute time frame. Third, find the point where the market reversed or stopped following the trend. Fourth, mark the wick, body, or key reaction area of that candle. If I see a strong reversal candle, I mark the important body or wick area. If I see a doji candle, then I focus more on the wick and body zone because that candle usually shows indecision in a strong reaction area. These are the levels that can help us find cleaner entries on the lower time frame. Now that we have marked our important level on the 30-minute time frame, we will move back to the 1-minute time frame. This is where we look for entry. Now look at this AUD/USDOTC pair. The market was moving upward from its support area, but now it is reaching a minor resistance zone on the 1-minute time frame. That means buyers tried to push the market upward, but sellers started reacting from this area. So I placed a downward trade here. The logic is simple. The higher time frame gave us an important level. The 1-minute chart showed a minor resistance reaction, so this became a possible downward setup. Now let's watch the candle. At this moment, the market is still reacting around the same zone. But remember, no trade is guaranteed. Sometimes even a clean setup can fail because the market can create a sudden error candle or volatile movement. And here the trade does not work as expected. So what is the lesson? The first entry was based on resistance, but the candle pushed against us. This is why risk control is important. Never think any setup is 100% fixed. A setup can be strong, but the market can still move against you. Now, after the first trade went against us, I am still watching the same level. Why? Because the level itself is still important. The market is still near the higher time frame resistance area, and price has not clearly broken away from the zone. So I am looking for one more reaction. But this part is very important. Increasing the trade amount after a loss is risky. If you are taking the next trade, it should be because the setup is still valid, not because you are trying to recover the previous loss. Here, the reason I am still watching downside is that price is still reacting near the resistance zone. The first candle gave a volatile move, but the market is still showing pressure around the level. Now the next candle starts reacting downward. This is the movement we were expecting from the resistance area. So this trade closes successfully. The lesson from this trade is simple. Sometimes your level is right, but your first timing can be early. That is why you should not only focus on entry. You should focus on level, candle reaction, timing, and risk control. Here I am selecting Bitcoin ETFOTC because the market is following an upward trend and giving us a clean structure. The first thing I do is mark important zones. I am marking the bottom of this strong candle because this is the area where the market previously changed direction. Then I copy the line and mark other important zones. Now look carefully. I am taking the bottom and upper end of the candle body because these are areas where buyers and sellers previously reacted. The market often remembers these zones. When price comes back to these areas, we can get a reaction. Now the candle is ending near the marked level. This tells me that sellers may become active from this area. So I am watching for a downward reaction. The trade is based on marked resistance zone, selling pressure from that area, and price action confirmation. Now the candle initially moves upward, but near the end, it starts reacting from the level and closes in our direction. This is why timing is very important. Sometimes the candle may move against you in the middle, but the final reaction happens near the closing. The key lesson: do not panic because of every small movement. Focus on the level, reaction, in candle close. Now let's look at one more last clean winning shot. Here I am selecting Intel OTC because the market is following a clear movement. I am marking the important level where price has reacted earlier. Now look at the previous red candle. It shows selling pressure, but it has not completely reached the support area. That means there is still a small gap between the candle body and the marked support zone. So I expect one more red candle to come and fill that area. This is why I place a downward trade. The logic is clear. Previous candle did not fully reach the zone. Selling pressure is still active. The next candle can continue toward the level. Now we wait for the result. And here the candle moves in our direction and the trade closes successfully. This is a clean example of price action level trading. The market gave us a level, the candle gave us direction, and the unfinished gap gave us the entry logic. So guys, this was the complete price action trading session. In this video, you learned how to use support and resistance to find better entry points. But remember one thing clearly: price action is powerful, but it is not magic. No level is guaranteed. No trade is guaranteed. Your job is not to win every trade. Your job is to wait for clean setups, manage risk, and avoid emotional trading. If you are a beginner, do not use big amounts. Practice first on demo. Study how candles behave near support and resistance. Only then move forward. This was the first video of our trading setup series. In the next video, I will explain another powerful strategy that you can combine with price action. So if you want the complete series, subscribe to the channel now. And if you want the notes, checklists, and future educational updates, you can join our Telegram community from the link below. I will see you in the next video.